How's it going, guys? My name is Merlin Joshi, and today I thought I'd take a little trip down memory lane, take a little listen to how I've progressed throughout my musical career. Now, I got this idea from the YouTuber MHA. I liked his idea, so I wanted to do it for myself. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it. Starting back all the way in 2016, I put my first song on SoundCloud, Helping Hand. I named it Helping Hand because I did not make this song alone. I actually had a friend of mine, his name back then I think was DJ Hex. He helped me out understanding how to use FL and just how to make a song, pretty much. So this is what it sounds like. Then it goes on like that for quite some time. This song is 3 minutes and 33 seconds long. It is quite boring. There's no other break in the drums. The claps do not stop going for the entire thing. And looking back on this, it's not good. There is some variation in there. We add some horns for some reason. Elements come in and out very weirdly. Not one of my favorite songs. Moving on to the next one, we have Deserted Desert, another one made in 2016. This one, this one I got no help on, so you'll hear it. You'll see why I'm cringing. Reverb on the kick, the lead doesn't change. It's pretty bad. Moving on. If you want to listen to these in full, they are still on my SoundCloud. I wouldn't recommend it though. Next one, we have Elegance of Time. I was really good at naming things back then. This one, I thought the musical ideas were good. It's just everything else about it is bad. I think somewhere in here there's a build. That's where I start to lose interest. The drop section, for being one of my first songs, wasn't terrible, apart from that section where it starts glitching out for no reason at all. Moving on to Good Time Stay. This one was originally named Drugs and Drinking, and my mom was like, please don't name it that. I was like, oh, okay. For being a beginner song, I wouldn't say this one is too bad either. I figured out how to sidechain in this one. I think this might be the first one I figured out how to sidechain on. It kind of just repeats the whole time. I think there's a bar of 5/4 in here somewhere. I did that unknowingly. I didn't think to myself, you know what? This song needs a bar of 5/4. Yeah, I think it's right here. For whatever reason, and then it goes back into it. I actually liked this one enough to remake it in the future, so we'll get to that one a little bit later. Now, let's go to my first attempt at what I would consider dubstep. Now, I don't know why I had such an obsession with the desert when I was younger, so here's this one. The compression on this one is absolutely disgusting, much as it has been with the other ones. I mean, I tried. That's as much as I can say about this one. I think I can remember trying to make a cooker with that lead, but I think I used saw waves instead of sine waves. And I thought, oh, you know what, that's so innovative, but it sounded terrible. So, moving on. Rhythm of this place, I'd say, was a big improvement versus Desert Bangor.
Rhythm of this place.
an improvement from Desert Bangor. I don't like most of the sounds in it. The only sound that I really like in there, I'd have to say, is the cooker, and I think I used a preset, so it doesn't even count as my sound design in there. Let's move on to my interests. This one is my longest song to date. This one drags on for ages, so I'm just gonna play a little snippet of it.
Back to the TK.
Pause.
Silver Hollow Road.
So with this one, I tried to mimic a bunch of sound design that I saw Seamless R doing at the time. I don't know how well I did, honestly, but I actually like the sound design that I put into this one to this day. It holds a special place in my heart because I feel like I was actually getting some sound design down, like I was understanding how to do it, how to make stuff sound good. Moving on to 2017, I am very proud of this song to this day. This one's called A Story. I think that lead gets introduced at some point. I don't necessarily like how the lead sounds to this day anymore. It's a little too sharp for my liking. However, I was really proud of the chords at the time. I can remember when I made the chords in Harmor that I just randomized the two waves and then I automated the mix between them, and that's how I got like that timbre change. Moving on, we have Smash. I believe I used samples from the TV show MASH in this at this point. This is another dubstep track.
Let him grab a knife.
It's a new experience for me, too. My patients don't grab a knife until after they've seen the film.
I'm hungry, I'm tired, and I'm sorry about your uniform. You send me your size, I'll knit you a new one.
That's enough of that. I liked the sounds I had in this one. I believe I followed the tutorial for that main bass sound. The only part I don't like about this song is the second drop because of this bass that I made. At the time I was like, I should have some contrast in this. I should have one bass that's really low and really deep and heavy and one bass that's really high. And it just didn't work the way I wanted it to. Moving on to Let's Get It. Let's Get It is another dubstep track. Now, I'm just going to show you my favorite part of this one. This switch up is my favorite part, right here.
We have a 138 in progress.
Don't necessarily like that part. And then I had to go ahead and make this part, the next part of the song, which to this day I cringe at. Triangle wave, like chord stabs. The white noise is absolutely killing everything. Moving on though. So next, I made this song called Musical Epiphany. Now with this one, my friend played the piano chords and he sent over a recording, so that's how the song starts. Let's just jump into the drop, because once you hear the drop, you'll know exactly what I was going for. Any guesses? Well, I've got the inspiration that I used right here. Can you hear the similarities? Because dang, if I did not try to copy Marshmello back then. All right, moving on. I have probably my most popular track, Glitch Genesis. Now, I love this song, but at the same time I hate it, because it's my most popular song, and it's the one I get the most recognition for. So here's just the drop. This one got accepted onto a channel called Glitch Hop Community. That's the one. And that's where it got most of its recognition from. And moving on, we have this one called Six Figures.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
I cannot stand that flute lead anymore. It's awful. And this is the song that I took a lot of inspiration from. I even named it something very similar. Six Figures versus Dollars. Moving on to 2018. This is where I started to get a little experimental and just go crazy with it. Honestly, this song doesn't make any sense. Full spectrum.
Hey.
This one's okay. I can't stand the panning automation now. I tried to put as many effects on that saw lead as I could. This is the Good Time Stay VIP, so this is 2 years difference versus the first one. Here is what it sounds like.
I hope the good times stay.
I think that was a bit of an improvement. It's crushed to heck, though. I will say the master on it is absolutely blowing it away. All right, now moving on, we've got Funky Time.
What time is it? What time is it? What time is it?
Yeah, I like Funky Time. This one has a good groove to it. I like the lead that comes in on the second half.
What time is it?
Hold up. Let's show these people some real jazz.
That part is 100% cringe, though. I'll admit that. That's cringe as heck. Because it wasn't real jazz. It was just low fidelity crap. This next song has an interesting story behind it, which I'll talk about after, but this is the first song that I actually sung in.
No, but like, seriously, can you leave me alone?
This one was written about a stalker that I had at my job. So that's what this song is about. It may sound a little stuck up, too good for you, I know that, but like, that's what I felt at the time. So, moving forward, we've got Don't Mess Around. This is one of my later dubstep tracks that I made in 2018, so let's take a listen.
I ain't messing around, kiddo.
Interesting thing about this one, the second drop is exactly the same, except for it's in triplets. This one, it's okay. I'm not in love with it, but it's there. This one's called Feel Again. Let's get to the singing part.
You made me feel again. So why would I forget you? I won't let you push me out of your life like nothing. Oh, you were my greatest game. So why would I forget you? I won't let you leave me like we were never something.
I actually actually quite enjoy how the chorus of that one goes. It's my first, I want to say, real drum and bass track. This next one's called Quickly. I made this one shortly after graduating, so it's a little sentimental, I should say.
This life's passing too quick for me. Whoa, too quickly it seems I've been living this life carefree. Whoa.
I actually like this one. This one holds a special place in my heart just because of what was happening around my life at this time, I guess. This next one's called What's Up With You. This one's one of my most ambitious songs, I want to say. It has the most different sections in it. I think I actually have a chord change, like a chord progression change in this one. Most of the songs that I have before this don't change progression. They just have the same progression throughout.
Up with you, what's up with you, what's up with you, what's up with you, what's up with you.
And then it builds up, we get the drop. And then we got this section. Which sounds a lot like Lord of the Rings, listening back to it now. I don't know if I drew any inspiration from that, but it definitely sounds like it. Yeah, this one has a lot of different sections. I really enjoyed this one, and I love the way I ended it.
What's up with you?
Nothing much, man. What about you?
2019. This one's called Living. This one I got inspiration from The Office, actually. I believe Andy Bernard quote goes something like,
I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them.
And that's how I got this. I believe this is one of the first songs with my saxophone in it as well. Moving forward, we've got Swing and Bass. This was another one that got accepted onto the glitch hop community, so let me play my favorite part from this one.
What the hell is swing and bass?
I really love how those saws sound. They really filled up the space in the song. My next song is called Electric City. Funny story behind the name of this one. I thought the drop sounded like what Michael Scott was saying in that one episode where they're talking about Scranton, the Electric City.
Script! What? The Electric City!
That's where this came from. This one I feel like is a little repetitious at times, so it's not one of my favorites. This next one, called Kids Again, is one of my favorites. Now, I feel like this is one of my better written songs, and I'll show you why in a second.
Again, we'll waste the day away, we'll be kids again to just have fun. So let's be kids again, don't care what people say. Let's be kids again, let's be kids again.
This one I feel also has a good progression in how it grows, like the second drop has a lead in it. And the third drop is just completely different entirely. So that's Kids Again. I believe my mom actually stars in this one as well.
Well, you don't have to go back to the old days because you're always a kid at heart.
Thanks, Mom. The next song is Lost. Now, interesting thing about this one is literally only 2 chords, the whole song. Just 2 chords. And this is how it sounds.
Wait.
I really like the vocals after the drop.
Days have passed, but here we are stuck in our tracks, too scared to move, can't see ahead. Sometimes I feel I'm better off dead.
I really like the decision that I made of panning the 2 harmonies across my head. Across my head? Sure. So next we've got Long Gone.
See ya.
This one's a pretty solid song. I really like how this one came out. And next, we have another experimental track of mine. This one's in 5/4, making it sound really weird. I guess it's not really weird. It's just different. I don't know why I made the bass like hit triplets the whole way through. I guess that's just something to make the 5/4 easier to digest, and I think it worked pretty well. This next one is called Curse of Feeling. Now, I can remember making the sidechain on this one extremely heavy, and you'll hear it as soon as I play it. Now, this one also has vocals in it. I like the vocals in this one because I whispered the vocals through like 2 times and put them on either side, and you'll hear it in a second. The next one is called Kickin'. This is my first attempt at hip-hop. This is like if someone listened to hip-hop one time in their life and was like, you know what, I'm gonna make a hip-hop track.
That be just 1 step towards me and then you'll see. Hey, and now I'm bugging and just messing around. I'm trying to kick it and just keep my flipping head off the ground. It's a little insane to just be sitting through the game. That's why I'm kicking back and sitting out of this one for a change. Yeah.
I was actually pretty proud of the lyrics that I wrote for this one. This next one is called Now What? I tried to have the verses have a piano improvising in the background. Like, I tried to make the piano sound like it was improvising over the chords. So that's what we'll listen to real quick.
We've all got something to do. We all need something to do. Chipped glass always needing to hold more rain. A marathon man running despite the sprain. We all got that thing to do. But what about what you wanna do?
I also really like the vocal chops in this one. This next one is called Living to Die. This one, I want to say this one is probably my best written song for lyrics-wise. Here's the bridge into the chorus.
Sure of it all, because if memory serves me right, then nothing much has really changed. Although recently it seems perhaps my skull's become a cage. While some have said to rage against the dying of the light, I've been wondering if it's worth it even to put up a fight. Cause lately I'm feeling I'm living to die. Remember to forget without asking why. Cosmic clip of existence to say our goodbyes. Waking up just to fall back asleep in the night.
For this one, I actually drew inspiration from a Dua Lipa song. You could probably guess which one it is.
Oh, don't come out. Don't start caring about me now.
I'd say that hers is much cleaner than mine. However, I still like how mine turned out. So, this next one is called Heavenly. I want to say this is one of my cleaner drum and bass tracks. I love the lead, I love how it sounds. I think that's just an all-around great track. Now this next one is called Silence. I wasn't gonna put any remixes in here, but I like this one a lot, and it's from Doctor Who, so this is what this one sounds like.
Because, they're here. Snow, snake. Message ends. Message follows. Count the shadows. For God's sake, remember, if you want to live, count the shadows. Message ends.
This next one is called Sunrise. I really like this one only because my friend actually jumped on and gave me an awesome guitar solo for the second drop, and this is what that sounds like. My friend's name is Ronnie Deverno. I'll leave a link to him down in the description as well. Moving on to my most recent stuff from 2021. This one's called Merlin's Yoshi Kart. The only reason I named it Merlin's Yoshi Kart is because when people listened to it, they were like, this sounds like Mario Kart. And I was like, okay. I also have a bunch of key changes in the middle of this song. You can hear that this drop is in a completely different key compared to the first one. Now moving on, we've got The Dream. Now this one I really like. You'll hear immediately who I took inspiration from. Now let's take a listen to it.
If I ain't a peasant, I better be a king, 'cause I won't settle on the dream. Yeah!
Any guesses on who I took inspiration from? I'll give you a hint.
Can I get a high five? Yeah!
Of course it's Fox Stevenson, because of course it is. It's my favorite artist. Who can blame me? All right, and moving on to the last one that I'm going to show you guys today. This one's Dancing on the Moon. I like how this one turned out. Honestly, after all this time, I think I've improved quite a bit. I mean, comparing it to this versus something like this, I'd say it's an improvement. What do you guys think? Comment down below which one of these tracks was your favorite. Let me know if you think I should try and remake any of the ones from 2016. I'm kind of thinking about remaking Elegance of Time, but that's for another day, because this video is probably way too long already. I'm gonna go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you guys got something out of it. And until next time, happy music making, guys.